This is Todd Roese from Saratov on arguably one of the biggest holidays on all of Russia. It's the 9th of May, which is Victory Over Fascism Day. And here we're at one of my most personal favorite monuments here. It's the monument to the kids who passed away during World War II. The Germans took more than 4,300,000 kids from Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. And only of those almost 4.5 million, only about 350,000 came back. All the rest were lost in camps. And if you think that tragedy is bad, let me take you a little bit further and explain to you a spiritual tragedy that's taking place that I know that you can help us change. Here we are at the highest point of Saratov. It's at the peak of Victory Park, and here's a wonderful monument to the 200,000 men that died during World War II here in Saratov. In fact, it became the highest elevated point in Saratov when the city asked everybody who had lost a husband, a father, a brother, an uncle, a grandfather during the war to bring a bucket of land, a bucket of dirt here to this spot. And over 1 million buckets were brought, and they poured it out here, and this has become the highest spot in Saratov now. And this is the spot where the great memorial here is built to all the 200,000 men from Saratov that died. Now, to me, it kind of has a double meaning, and it talks about the importance of you coming here. And really, my ministry here in Saratov is that if the city would build, and it's right for them to do so, such an incredible monument here. Think about it. For 20% of the population and maybe 40% of the male population that passed away, think about it from the spiritual side. If you look at Saratov, there's 1 million people here, and that city of Engels across the street, across the river, has another 250,000. But maybe, aggressively, if 3% of the people of this city followed Christ, we would think that revival was breaking out. And if you look at it, here, this memorial kind of speaks to us as a spiritual memorial that needs to take place, because right now, of the 1 million people that live in this city, certainly 950,000 of them, if they died today, would not be going to heaven. This site is a great symbolism of the importance of your team, and what we're trying to do here in Saratov is we want to build a church, and we need your help to help build the infrastructure of not just a church, but many churches in this city, to preach the gospel and to change the amount of people that are dying and going to hell, and build our own spiritual memorial in this place to say that it will no longer be that way. Here we are at Camp Dubki, which is the Oaks camp. It's the campground that our church bought about 10 years ago. It's about 10 acres. It's right on the edge of town of Saratov, just not far from the bank. It's an island right in the middle of the Volga. And this is where every year we have all kinds of different camps, but most importantly for the American team that's coming to help us this year, this is where we're going to be doing our English-speaking camp, mainly for the international students of Saratov and for a lot of the cities around Russia this year. We're going to have some leaders come from all the different cities, Moscow, Ryazan, St. Petersburg, Kazan. So we're looking to have about 75 international students here and some other English-speaking Russians as well. And the team that's coming and the teams that'll come in the future are going to have a real opportunity to pour into these English-speaking, mostly African students. And I got to tell you, I think it's going to be a very important time for these students. They come here for 5 and 6 years. A lot of times they live in Russia the entire time. Christians mainly, and some that have become Christians since they've been here, but they really need your encouragement. They really need you to pour into their lives. They really need your friendship. They really do. It's hard to be an African here in Russia, especially to be away from home at such a young age. Most of them are, say, 20 to 25. And I think that you're going to the teams that come here and the team that's coming this summer. is going to have a great impact on their lives. And I'm really looking forward to you meeting them and being able to get to know our students and to pour into them. Friends, we are very much looking forward to you coming to Saratov. Whether you're going to help us evangelize and build our churches here in order to change the spiritual climate here in Saratov, or to pour into the international students that I'm working with here at our campground. You're going to have an amazing impact, and I want to really encourage you and thank you ahead of time for your willingness to come. And I want to thank all the people at your churches that are helping you to come and that are praying for us and praying for you to change Saratov. With so many people living here in Saratov, over 1 million, and just so few churches and so few, if you will, laborers to make a change, your presence here, your life example, your words and your ministry here is going to have a big impact in changing this city. So we welcome you and thank you once again for coming, and for all the people that are helping you to come. We bless you.